Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sarah and I live in my self-converted camper van back here. So I've been traveling in this thing for about 8 months now and I have not cleaned things out. I love cleaning things out even when I lived in an apartment or a house. Like, I always did annual binge clean outs, and that's because I like to live as efficiently as possible and have as little things as possible. Not only do I like to have as little things as possible, but I just like to have things that I use around me, things that add value to my life, and not things that I just don't even use and that aren't even valuable to me. So, especially in a tiny space like this is really important for me, because if I have a bunch of shit that I don't use, it's just getting in the way and it's making my day-to-day life significantly less effective. So I'm going to start clearing this out and show you guys my clean out process and what's going through my head as I'm cleaning things out. And I will start with my clothes, which is like the biggest culprit. I'm honestly pretty good about being minimal, not having a lot of stuff. But in terms of clothes, I have a bunch of stuff that I really don't use. I have 2 drawers basically in the van, and one of them is just filled with clothes, and I would really like to get rid of half of the clothes I have now, because I honestly only use half the clothes that I have. I'm going to start by cleaning out the clothing system, and to do this I'm going to ask myself a few questions every time I look at an article of clothing. The first question is going to be, how often do I wear this? If I wear this multiple times throughout a week, I can definitely justify keeping that article of clothing, but if I don't, then that's going to have to go in the goodbye pile. The second question I'm going to ask myself is, how versatile is the article of clothing? So again, I live in my van and I need a lot of clothes that are versatile. For example, the shirt I'm wearing right now, as cute as it is not versatile at all. So I will be getting rid of it because I'm probably not going to be hiking with this shirt. I'll probably only wear this shirt in cities and not very often. So I'm going to be getting rid of this. And by getting rid of, I mean giving to a friend, a family member, or donating to a thrift shop. Versatility also means, like, can I hike with it? Can I do active things in it? And can it also look like a cute piece as well? How good of quality is it? How well does it wick off sweat? How well does it do in different climates? Things like that. And the last thing I'm going to ask myself about these pieces of clothing is inspired by Marie Kondo, and it is, does this article of clothing spark joy? I know this maybe sounds like a weird question to ask yourself when you're touching a piece of clothing, but honestly, I have little trinkets in my van that definitely spark joy, and I have other trinkets that just don't do it for me, and that can be the same for clothes as well. So I ended up with 3 pairs of comfortable shorts, 2 pairs of jean shorts, 1 jean romper, 6 comfy crop tops, 3 normal size shirts, 2 oversized pajama shirts, 2 sports bras, 10 underwear, 10 socks, 1 bralette, 1 jean jacket, and 1 thick jacket. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. I got rid of a fair amount of clothing, and so now my drawer can easily slip in and out of there, and my towels can fit in, because before my towels weren't really fitting in. They didn't have a good space in that drawer, so I feel really good about that. And having those new bins in there that are smaller are really good at like being able to organize the different areas and the different clothing so that I can see what I have and also be able to categorize them. The next thing I'm going to do in terms of minimizing, other than my clothes, I really don't have a lot, to be honest. Like, I'm pretty good at staying minimal, but I do have 1 drawer in my kitchen that has a bunch of junk right now that I think I could kind of just suss through and get some stuff out. Alright, so this is the drawer in my kitchen that I can kind of, I mean, as you can see, it's just a little messy. There's a little extra stuff that's in here. I see a post-it note that says, "Resistance Live, Elizabeth Cronice, McCaughlan, Muller She Wrote." Oh, I think these are books or something that someone recommended me. I have a light that I got that broke. Really sad. I didn't spend a ton of money on it, but that's probably why it broke. In terms of organization for this drawer, I just have this one bamboo bin. It's a little dirty, and then I have one reusable Ziploc bag that I use, but not even very often. So I can actually move this around, which is really nice if I needed to. And I also have these things which are really great, and I actually use them all the time. I can put them on the top of cans, fruits, and stuff like that. And it's just really good because I do not buy saran wrap or aluminum foil. And so I think that's really nice. So in my kitchen drawer, I didn't get rid of a ton of things because I really didn't have a lot of things in there. I just got rid of a couple forks, a couple spoons, and some of that excess junk like pennies, post-it notes, and just the dirt that had built up in the bottom.
We're keeping in to keep them out. Do it again, she said without any doubt. You know I want you.
So that's that. That is the finished, cleaned, and minimalized kitchen drawer. Alright, so this drawer is kind of like my art, accessory, toiletry drawer. And I honestly cleaned this out kind of recently, maybe a month ago, so I don't have a ton to do here, but I am just gonna like reorganize it and kind of get out the little things that I know I haven't used in the last few months. Oh my gosh. Whoa!
Dizzy from the way this world is turning, turning. Different from the way our mothers told us. Can't seem to figure out which way is up or down. Can you point me in the right direction now?
Okay, this is a really cool book that I was gifted by a friend in the forest in Northern California. And I'm really excited to get into this because I just started liking mushrooms, and I know there's a lot of wild foods that are edible in nature, and I'm in nature all the time, and I would love to be able to eat and consume them. So she gave me this book, and it's all about different types of mushrooms and how you can identify them as edible versus poisonous and the different benefits of each one. And honestly, there are just so many different types of mushrooms, and it's a really cool thing to learn about. So I'm really excited for this book. I'm really excited to forage mushrooms as well. And yeah, I'll put that right there. So inside this box, I have a lot of board games. I have Chinese checkers. I have another Chinese game, card games, tarot cards, another like card deck. And then in this pot thing, this is an old plant potter. Inside of this old plant potter, I put all of my essential oils, and I also have different oils for different things. This one's for cramps, like if you're cramping on your period.
We'll make it up as we go now. We'll shake it up until we figure it all out. And it might be harder than it seems, but we're catching up to all our dreams.
Alright, so I've officially finished cleaning and minimizing and decluttering my living space. I do have a few more drawers, a bucket in the back and a area over here, but I'm not going to declutter that today. I recently decluttered that, so there's really not a lot to minimize back there. A lot of where I had extra things is clothes, and I'm pretty good at, ooh, it's starting to rain. I'm pretty good actually at not keeping excess stuff except in the clothing department. And so that was really where I needed to develop a system to get rid of things. And living minimally for me really works. Not only does it save me a lot of money because I'm not buying things all the time, and instead I can use that money on experiences, on gas money to a cool new nature spot that I haven't been to, or something that's really going to help me grow as a person. And those are the things I really value, and so those are the things I want to spend money on, rather than like new clothes or I don't know, like new stuff, I guess. I don't place a lot of value in stuff. And so my living space kind of reflects that. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff, but I do constantly want to reevaluate what I have and make sure that I am still, I don't know, I like the process of cleansing and detoxifying and analyzing everything I have and just making sure that everything I have is something that I use, because if not, it just gets in the way and it just adds more clutter into my life. And your outer space is so largely a reflection of your inner space as well, and that's become increasingly clear to me living in a tiny home. So yeah, it's definitely helped to have not a lot of stuff, and I'm always wanting to make sure that I'm reevaluating that, I guess, because I can so easily just develop all this little clutter that I don't really use, and it's just excess stuff. With that being said, this is the end of my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like and also subscribe, because I'm going to be posting videos every single week on Saturday, and this is a really exciting goal for me because I've been pretty inconsistent with videos in the past, but I've always loved making videos. It's one of my passions. It's something I really love. I love the entire process, and so I'm really glad to be able to create a routine and a goal and stick with it and develop this skill and also share this journey with you guys, which is also really fun. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!